No. So society wants you to build this since you're born, yeah? Wants you to follow within this pattern of you stay within this box, you go to school, you go to university, you find yourself a job, you get married, you have kids, and you continue with your life. But the actual substance of the life itself is lost. Why? Because you might have a hidden desire, a hidden talent, a hidden purpose within your life itself that immediately your parents have put a barrier in front of you, yeah? That you are not able to explore more. For instance, if you would go to, you're in Germany and you are 15 years old and you have the desires to go to Japan, you cannot do it because first thing you think about is what would your parents say, what would your family say, what would your friends say. So you already have immediately created this barrier in front of you and not being open to the possibility. Yeah, you're attached to people, you're attached to things, you're attached to what's easy in life. Yeah, what comes easy. Oh yeah, I'm staying at my family's house or my parents' house. I live next to them, so they're always there. If I ran into financial problem, I just ring the doorbell. They're there. My friends are always there, but are they truly your friends? Because if real friends would tell you, you want to do that, I will support you in that's what you want. Let's go. Let me help you. You know? Let's give you encouragement. Push you to be confident, to give you that full of energy, give you that confidence to achieve what you want. Even if in a regular society settings it sounds like impossible. It sounds like, what are you talking about? It makes no sense whatsoever. But to you it makes complete sense. And to perhaps a higher way of thinking, it makes complete sense. To you follow your intuition, follow your heart, follow your what you feel, what you're dreamed about, what you envisioned. Yeah, nobody can take that away from you. So what I have done in my life is that I've seen, after creating this method of self-education, yeah, where I take one subject and I separate and I go deep within the subject itself and study all the aspects of the subject, I was able to create my own identity as an artist immediately. After this, after a few months of reading this information, and I was immediately identified with Leonardo da Vinci, with Michelangelo, because I had this fascination for realism, and I chose the most realistic artists that existed at the time. I'm talking about to be able to do a three-dimensional sculpture on a two-dimensional shaped object. For me, it was the ultimate art form, you know, to be able to sculpt. And not only sculpt one sculpture, make I don't know, thousands of them, you know. And not only that, but they were good in painting, they were good in astronomy, they were good in philosophy and writing. They were good in every aspect that they put their mind to. They have stepped out from society. They left the chain that society puts on you from birth, and they have said, no, it's my mind, it's my life, and I will explore to the end of the world if I have to satisfy my own desires, to satisfy my own intellect, to satisfy the way of thinking. Yeah? And what I got from that as a conclusion is that at the end of the day, it's not about materialistic possessions. It's not about how much you have. It's not about what you possess and what you don't possess. It's about intellectual richness. Yeah, it's spiritual richness.
Yeah, but also in this time it was also a little bit deeper the meaning about how you live, because they can in every moment dying for this. And they was ready also to die.
Yeah, but if they were rich, if they were happy within themselves, yeah, they were satisfied, they were content with what they had opened this Pandora box, yeah, because they didn't go to a school, they didn't go to somebody to learn this. It was from within themselves. Yeah, they decided, look, if you look at like Leonardo da Vinci studies and his visions and how he created this stuff, he had no time for friends. He had no time for love. He had no time for manage a company or to be owner of a company or to, you know what I mean? What he was expecting to leave behind as his legacy was way beyond what any normal person would consider doing. Why? Because we are too easy to accept what we have as a life. You understand?
Yeah.
We take the train at the same time, we take the bus, we buy the same coffee, the same sandwich. Like we're content with what we have. We're not capable of stepping out of this pattern and creating our own patterns, creating our own vision, own principles. Do you understand what I mean? So the people who are able to identify that and put it into practice, how I did with one subject, okay? Then I started copying other subjects, like for instance, what can I do an example? When I started doing motocrossing, some people will say, yeah, motocrossing, yeah, your job, blah, blah, blah. But again, don't look at it as the subject, look at it as the learning and the teachings behind this principle. The principle of motocrossing is, it looks like a very simple one, but it's way more complicated than anybody can think about. The thing is, like, we only see the guys riding and jumping and wearing this uniform, looking like robots on a motorcycle, but they don't look what's behind the scenes, what's behind what is in front of you. Okay? The principle is like this. The principle is that you go from point A to point B. Okay? From point A to point B, there could be perhaps 500 of a millisecond. You understand? So 0.500. That's half of a second from point A to point B. That means that you're going from, let's say, one turn, or within a turn.